The courtroom falls silent as justice takes center stage. On June 20, 2025, software development activist Njeri walks free after a landmark ruling. Milimani Principal Magistrate Geoffrey Onsarigo declares the charges against her as defective and ambiguous, refusing to admit the charge sheet. This is the story of a legal battle that shook Kenya, pitting digital innovation against state power. Stay tuned as we unpack every detail of this unfolding drama.
This charge and the submissions made before you, you release Njeri on our own bond.
It all began on May 30th, 2025 when Njeri, a 35-year-old mother of two, was arrested at her Nairobi home. The reason? She created a simple tool called Civic Email hosted at civicemail.vassal.app, allowing Kenyans to object the controversial Finance Bill 2025 with a single click. The platform sent mass emails to the National Assembly's Finance Committee, sparking digital campaign against proposed tax hikes.
The charges are not only proper, but they are valid. Whether or not they will be proved is a question for trial. And the information that is given is that the accused person, the suspect before you, knowingly made a program hosted at that website that automatically generated and sent mass emails. Is there sufficient information to understand what we are alleging you to have done? The answer is easily yes.
Police raided her home, confiscating her phone, laptop and hard drives, detaining her for 3 days at Pangani police station. On June 3rd, she was arraigned at Milimani Law Court, charged with unauthorized interference with computer systems under Section 16 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act No. 5 of 2018. The prosecution claimed her tool disrupted parliamentary email systems, but Njeri's defense argued it was a lawful exercise of public participation.
We are taken aback in terms of how do we respond to this charge when the email address was created specifically to be used by members of the public to send their memorandums either in support or in opposition.
In our view, she should be applauded for having done the work of Parliament, for the Parliamentary Committee, and the institutions which are there to receive views.
Remember, the suspect, Your Honor, is here because she has responded to a public invitation through the parliamentary website that obviously expects reactions from the members of Parliament. Public, Your Honor. That is therefore to ask, can that be perceived to amount to interference when Parliament has invited the members of the public to react to the finance?
Njeri's defense was a powerhouse, led by former Chief Justice David Maraga, alongside Kalonzo Musyoka, Eric Theuri, and Ndegwa Njiru. They contended the charges were vague, failing to meet constitutional standards under Article 49 and 50 of Kenya's Constitution. The defense highlighted that the email address used was created by parliamentary for public feedback, making Njeri's actions legally sound.
Had the courage of doing what she did. The police didn't need to arrest her. They just needed to call her and tell her, look, come. We want to prefer charges against.
On June 3rd, Magistrate Geoffrey Onsarigo released Njeri on 100,000 bond, scheduling a ruling for today, June 20th. Public outrage grew, with hashtags like Free Rose Njeri trending as Kenyans demanded her release. Civil society groups including Amnesty Kenya and FIDA Kenya condemned her arrest, citing violations of her rights to free expression and due process.
Here you have an independent mandate to not only protect the citizens, but also to follow your police standing orders to the letter. It is quite shameful for an individual like Njeri, who was exercising a civic duty, to not only be put under such immense pressure, but also even the fact that she was never read her Miranda rights. Her gadgets were taken without a proper miscellaneous application being filed in court. You did not have such warrants to take those particular gadgets. And this is one of the few cases that we have seen the past few days.
At 11:53 a.m. East African time today, Magistrate Onsarigo delivered his verdict. He found the charge sheet defective, noting its ambiguity and failure to disclose a recognizable offense. The court refused to admit the charges, ruling that every Kenyan is entitled to public participation. Njeri was discharged, making a significant victory for digital rights. The Director of Public Prosecution was indirectly urged to better align with the Kenyan Constitution.
Njeri was arrested because of providing space online for Kenyans to robustly participate and give their views, and because many people are unhappy.
Social media erupted with celebration, with users praising the legal team and Njeri's resilience. Activists like Boniface Mwangi hailed it as a win for civic engagement, while others criticized the government's attempt to silence dissent. This case echoes last year's Finance Bill protest and raises questions about the Cybercrimes Act application to digital activism. Njeri's ordeal, including her 4-day detention and forced surrender of devices, has sparked a broader conversations about police conduct and digital freedoms in Kenya. With the 2025 Finance Bill already passed by parliamentarians, her release could embolden further public participation, challenging states' approach to technology and dissent. Njeri's freedom is a testament to power of legal advocacy and public support. As Kenya navigates its digital future, this ruling may set a precedent for protecting innovation and expression.
There's a very high likelihood that this is one of the attacks on freedom of expression in the digital space. To be honest, it's very, very speculative because we are responding based on the publicly available information on her social media handles, the website that she had set up. So this then could be one of the ways that he's going to test how to start that particular sense of limitation, but which is very, very unfortunate. I am hoping that Kenyans will wake up.
What are your thoughts on this case? Drop them in the comment sections below. For Maisha TV, I'm William Juma.